Want to shoot a quick video, real quick, fast, right here. Just showing y'all an example of what you can do easily if you want to do it. Couple of solar panels, real simple. Y'all check out my little homemade stand right here. It ain't nothing fancy about it. It ain't pretty. It'll probably age in time because I ain't treated the wood. That's one thing I probably do is go back and throw some lacquer or something on it so it can stand up to the rain during rainy season. But look here, y'all. Ain't nothing fancy about this joint. Look at this gap right here. I'm a welder by trade, not a woodsmith. So you can tell. But it's holding up. And another point I want to make real quick, if y'all bear with me. Y'all see how ugly everything is? It ain't pretty. It ain't gotta be pretty. Does it work? You can work on getting it pretty later on. You can work on getting it pretty after you understand more about it. In the meantime, work on finding something that work. I'm gonna show y'all this. This is a real small battery. I got a couple of different style and capacity batteries. This is a small one, little one we picked up the other day. Nothing fancy about it, but it worked, y'all. That's the whole point. That's what all this about. Now I am gonna go back and I shouldn't be laying on that. That's kind of stuff you don't want. You don't want to have wires laying on each other. But I'm gonna church up my connectors and everything, make them a little bit more practical. Plus, you want efficiency. So the better and stronger your connectors, the better the current flows, so on and so forth. Go ahead and tighten this up a little bit, make it real pretty. Bring this down and probably just tape it up like that right there. Put a cap on this end. And then we come over here. Now this is Rogge. I'm not pushing this particular brand. It's what was available to me. Plus, it's compatible with the solar panels. Not that other brands won't be, but I try to use as much of the same equipment for a project like this as possible. It's a little DIY project. I mean, I did it myself. And even if you would look at some of the bigger, more expensive forms of solar, if you really think about it, all it is a plastic housing with a battery inside of it with something like this on the front. I mean, you know what I'm saying, to keep it 100. Now, you might have other stuff like cooling fans and some different components that, make it a little bit more advanced and things of that nature. But the point is, if you can get a hold of you some solar and it work, ain't that the whole goal? That's the whole goal. Bam. Turn the power off. Turn the power back on. You see, straight from the sun to that battery to whatever power source I'm using. And I only use this for my light stuff, right? So if you'll see, let me get this out of the way. You got your panel to your battery to whatever you charging. I'm not even using that one yet because this one came with 2 USB ports. So I've talked about power outages over here. Ain't no secret. You know what I'm saying? The infrastructure is not what most people in the West and other countries are used to. It depends on where you at, because we've had power issues over there. Depending on it's all about your locale. But I primarily use these two right here and this right here. Got the flash charger straight to that iPhone, straight to that iPad, or whatever kind of tablet you use. As long as you got a USB connector on it, you can get the job done. And something else, you see I'm still getting a good charge. Sun just went in. It's rainy season, so it's a little more cloudy than it normally is. But whether the sun banging or whether it's a little bit overcast, you're still getting a good solid charge. And once this battery is full, I'm just using this as an example, y'all. I know there are larger batteries out there, but let's say you get this battery full at dusk, right at dark. You can connect the line coming out of that and charge something in your house, but luckily, or have a bulb, or something bright lit up in the crib straight from that battery. But luckily, most devices in this day and age got a USB connector. So look, y'all, I'm saying all of this to say it ain't gotta be pretty, it ain't gotta be perfect. You can improve upon that once you get a better grasp of what you're dealing with and why you're dealing with it. And even if you don't want to do a DIY, something like this yourself, man, really think about getting one of those Bougie Prepper. Great sister, y'all go check out her channel. A lot of people are really talking about the benefits of having some emergency preparedness equipment, like the foldable solar panels, different little Goal Zero, Jackery, all these different little things you can get now while the getting still good, so that you can have some power in the crib at night during an emergency, during whatever situation you might find yourself confronted with in the future. So again, man, we talking about thunderstorms, snowstorms, windstorms, anything that could compromise the grid and your power supply. So y'all keep that in mind. Go check out some stuff on the internet, see what may or may not work best for you and your particular needs. But that's pretty much it, y'all. I'ma wind it down. Y'all see how ugly this is. Y'all see it's ugly, but it worked though. It ain't gotta be pretty. We gonna get the pretty. Y'all see my little homemade stand? It ain't pretty either, but it work. So like I said, y'all have a good one. And you know what I'm gonna be doing? I'll be right over here, being country in another country. Peace.